Good evening, everybody. Today we are again here with another session on nakshatras. Sir, a warm welcome to you. Welcome to everybody.
Welcome everybody.
Sir, what are we going to do today?
What is among the 6-7 steps to nakshatras? I'll be giving an introduction how to use nakshatra adipatya. We already know how we use planets as adipatya, the 12 signs adipatya. There is one more which is called the Sthula bhava. There is something called Sukshma bhava. Sukshma bhava is taking the nakshatras, the cuspal position of the planets, and treating them as lords. I'll be speaking about today, ma'am.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's take it in.
Yeah. Just do a small prayer. गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिपस्येदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामपित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् पूर्ववस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि प्रचोदयात् ओम आदित्याय सोमाय मंगलाय बुधाय शुक्र शनिभ्यश्च राहुकेतवे नमः. Okay, good morning everybody. Good evening everybody.
Good evening, sir.
I'm used to the morning club. Okay. See, this is part of my webinar. So usually, I think people have attended the Ashwini course. So we'll be doing all the 27 nakshatras. I think it'll go up to 4 or 5. I don't know how long it'll extend. The next, once I've given you a thorough background about what is nakshatra, because 50% of using nakshatras for prediction is in and out completely. You will have to know about the nakshatra. It's devata, it's mythology, it is quality, it's element, and whole list it is there. Like each page about 20 pages, 30 PPTs will be just on a single nakshatra. So it'll take 4 days or 5 days. I don't know how long it'll take to do. Depends on the speed we go. Then once we know the background about the nakshatras, next step it is to prediction. So the first step, Dhruvanadi Satyajataka teaches how to use Tara Bala of Navata chakra. This is one method which is there in the Nadi. So that particular part I'll be teaching. After that, there is one very important Meena 1, Meena 2, which has given a principle of Jiva and Sarira, which has evolved over the years. I'll be explaining to you how to use Jiva and Sarira principle. Then we'll be using Bhava Nakshatra Adhipati, which today I'll give you an introduction. What is Bhava Nakshatra Adhipati? Then after that, there is Nakshatra Pada Bala, how to use the Pada in prediction. Then there are a lot of meanings for the padas. In fact, if you use the padas, just looking at the padas, you can make predictions. You don't need to look at the Navamsa, you don't need to look at the nakshatra. Just the pada will give you a background of what kind of chart, where is the chart heading to, what's the core of this chart, or what's the destiny of this chart. Just if you understand the principle of pada, at an instant you can give a skeletal picture of what. That's so important is pada. A lot of Dasha based predictions is there on pada. Then there is another level. Each pada has a graha. So based on the what I say, just not the planets do not, the nakshatras do not own. You also have the padas also owning. Then you all know about Navamsa. There's a slight subtlety in how to use the Navamsa path. So this is the 7 steps in understanding nakshatras for prediction. Today, okay, I will go into Bhava Nakshatra Adhipati, or you can call it the Sthula Sukshma Bhavas. The Sthula is the Rasi lots, from Mesha to Meena, ruled by Mars to Jupiter. The 12 signs are ruled, but each nakshatra is ruled by a particular planet. And how do they relate to the horoscope? Okay. So this is the if anybody is into KP, this is not KP, but KP touches a bit of it, but KP jumps immediately, does not, it takes importance of the nakshatra adhipati, but it goes to the sublot. it plays too much importance. Sublord, now the advanced KP has come to sub in 7 levels they are going. But actually the original foundation was only dividing the 12 signs, and each 12 signs will fall in a particular Bhava Madhya. That Bhava Madhya will be in a particular nakshatra. But particular nakshatra will control the horoscope. The sign lord by itself is a general rule. He has a very broad aspect of controlling the horoscope, but each bhava will be in a particular nakshatra. In fact, you can go it more further. Each nakshatra will be in a particular pada. What is it? So you can go on. Boiling it down. So we will just stick to nakshatras today. So Bhava Nakshatra Adhipati or Sukshma Bhava, we'll call it Sukshma Bhava Lords, is Nakshatra ruling the 12 Bhavas. Like the Lagna Nakshatra, all the 12 Bhavas have a Nakshatra Lord. So we can call it broad spectrum or subtle spectrum, Sthula Bhava and Sukshma Bhava. We know the Bhava Lords are the first in ruling, analyzing Bhava. So see, a Bhava rules 30 degrees, but you can't say what is, if a planet is in 10 degrees, 15 degrees, 20 degrees, the only difference you can say is, okay, maybe we'll have to go find the Varga Lord. Each Varga Lord will change. How many Varga you have? Up to D60, some people say 150, there is up to 300. Which Varga you will stop? Some people say, okay, the Navamsa Lord must be the most important thing. If you want to, segregate the Rasi Lord 30 degrees into 320. But there is a simpler way. There is something called each Bhava falls on a particular nakshatra. So let's say if somebody is born in Mesha Lagna in Ashwini 4. So the Mars rules the Lagna, but Ashwini rules the he is the nakshatra lord. That's what you will have to understand. So it's not the Lagna nakshatra alone. In the Lagna alone does not own a nakshatra. All the 12 bhavas own a particular nakshatra. So it is very, very important. In the broad aspect, you will have to understand who's the Rasi lord of the bhava. You will also have to understand who's the nakshatra lord, because that is more specific. It is more focused and more exact. So the whole concept will change now. Now we want to see a yoga. It's not the Parasari yogas, 300 yogas is just using the bhava lords. You will also have to use the nakshatra lords. Only when you use the nakshatra lords, I will tell you how to use the nakshatra lords. You can blend Rasi lords and nakshatra lords together. There are different ways of using it. I will tell you. So the first step in analysis is understanding the nakshatra lord. So see, it is if Lagna starts in Ashwini, so you must know what is Ashwini. It is not immediately don't jump to Kedu's nakshatra lord. They're going to be like Kedu. No, Ashwini by itself uniquely with this Devada nature quality, you must understand. Only then you can do. There's one part KP will only teach you what is the nakshatra lord, but it will not teach you what is the quality of the nakshatra. It's very important you understand. If it is Ashwini, it has to be regard the person will. It's not just Mesha. See, Mesha Lagna can have 3 characteristics. It can be Ashwini starting, Bharani starting, or Kritika starting. So the character, quality, everything will change depending on the nakshatra. And it's not for that. Everybody knows, okay, Lagna nakshatra, I think everybody are using Lagna nakshatra. This will change for the whole horoscope. If your 7th lord is sitting in, let's say, Shukra's nakshatra, but the 7th nakshatra lord is in a different thing, it will change. The 7th lord will have 3 nakshatras, and the meaning of the 7th house will change totally. Even when you're finding a profession, the 10th lord will have 3 nakshatras. And based on that, the whole thing will change. So it is very, very important. It is too general just to take the nakshatra, the Rasi lord alone. You will have to take the nakshatra lord to understand the specifics of the particular bhava. So after knowing what is the nakshatra quality, you will have to next move to the lordship, position, placement. Okay, each nakshatra will have a graha lord. According to Vimshottari, they have a graha lord. Where it is placed, what association, everything you must understand. For this basic, the Jiva Sarira chapter is very, very important. Only then I can explain to you. I'm not telling you this, so I'll give you Tribhuvan. So you have to mute. Okay, please mute it. Okay. So the Jiva Sarira part, this particular thing, how to understand the combination will be the, okay, I think you all know a bit of how to use nakshatras. Then the nakshatra graha lord's placement is very important in Jajaya Bhava. Both the Bhava lord and the nakshatra lords what to say the what to say, if it is, let's say the seventh house is Rishabha, it is not Shukra alone. You see, the seventh house will be in a particular nakshatra. The seventh bhava madhya will be in a nakshatra. The nakshatra lord and Shukra. Let's say it is Rohini. The seventh bhava falls in Rohini. So it is Rohini, Moon, and Venus together. You will have broad based, it is Venus, but seventh house exactly falls on Rohini. So you want to know the looks of the person, the marriage life, everything is based on the exact quarter. In fact, you know a Nadi rule, planets in mutual trines will affect each other. But here it will be more specific. If a planet is in a particular nakshatra, if there are any other planet in the other remaining two nakshatra, if it, let's say Rohini, the seventh bhava stays, a planet need not be in Rohini. Even if it is Hasta and Sravana, it'll influence the seventh house. So I'll be telling you step by step. So there are three types of association. The Sthula Bhava Lord, which is the usual Sthula Bhava Lord. Sthula Bhava Lord is the Rasi Lord. Who was the Rasi Lord? His influence. Sukshma Bhava Lord is the Nakshatra Lord. Next is a combination of the Rasi Lord and Rasi Lord. Here, this is the Nakshatra Lord, and Nakshatra Lord is the Sukshma Bhava Lord. Then there is a combination of a Sthula Lord and a Nakshatra Lord. That is the Rasi Lord. Like, let's say seventh house is ruled by Venus, and the seventh Nakshatra Lord is ruled by Moon. So if the Rasi Lord and Nakshatra Lord combine together, the significance of the particular Bhava becomes very strong. So in always something is called sambandha. Sambandha means when will a matter materialize. It is when a particular bhava lord connects with the bhava. So the bhava lord and the nakshatra lord, if they connect together, what I say, it activates the bhava very, very strongly. So then there are some basics. A bhava without a planet, the Sukshma bhava lord strongly influences. There is no planet in a particular bhava. So in that case, the nakshatra lord will dominate the most. But if there is a planet in the bhava, the Sukshma bhava will take second importance, and the planet there, its nakshatra will predominate. So you need to know a lot of nakshatras to understand this. But just, okay, I'm skipping the third. I'm just going to give an introduction. So the Sthula and Sukshma Lord, if well placed, it strengthens the bhava. So let's say for Scorpio ascendant, 10th house is Leo, and the 10th nakshatra Lord is Shukra. So if understanding about profession, Sun and Venus must be placed well. So if both Sun and Venus are well connected, together they're connected, or they're connected with other good planets, it'll be it'll strengthen the particular bhava. So in this nakshatra scheme, you will understand only 4 planets will rule 12 houses, because it is trinal houses. If Lagna 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 11, 4, 8, 12. So it will be all the planets will won, but the uniqueness will still be there, because 12 nakshatra lords will always be there. So the nakshatra lords each will have, maybe the Lagna might start with, let's say, in Jeshta, but the 5th house will be Revati. It's not all Mercury, it is Revati, and the 9th will be Aslesha. So though the Graha lords are same, the unique nakshatra Devada lords will be, I think your understanding, I think it'll be more better when I explain it to the horoscope. If you're not used to this thing, somebody who's used to KP will understand this. Let me try to explain it, and then I'll explain it more better. I'll understand with the example chart. So this thing is combination of trinal lords and artha lords. That is each nakshatra lord I told you will own 159 or 2610. So if 159 and 26 lord 910 nakshatra lord combines together, it gives rise to Raj Yoga. Combination of 159 lords and 4 8 will lead to Avayoga. Example, let's say for Scorpio Lagna, the Lagna Lord is let's Jupiter. It starts in Vishaga Nakshatra. So Vishaga Nakshatra, so all 159 will be ruled by Jupiter. The 4 8 12 will be ruled by, let's say, Rahu. So if Jupiter and Rahu conjoins in the horoscope, it will be a combination of 159 Lord and 410 nakshatra lords. Okay, so combination of a Sukshma Lord ruling 159 with the Sthula Bhava 159 10 houses gives to Raja. That is, if the Sukshma Nakshatra Lord and the Rasi Lord combine together, it'll like example for Scorpio Lagna, if what is say the Mars is the Lagna Lord, it combines with any of the 5, 9, 10 nakshatra lords, it's also yoga. Usually we know trinal lords and kendra lords joining together gives Raja Yoga. But here it is not the Rasi lord. Also take into effect the nakshatra lords also. In fact, they will act more sharper, more precise, more focused, and more subtle. Because they are the crux of the bhava. They are the core of the bhava. If you take a triangle and see the bottom part of the tip of the triangle is the nakshatra lord. So generally bhavas ruled by Bharani. That is the bhava madhya falls in Bharani, Kritiya, Aridra, Aslesha, Vishaga, Jeshta, Mula, Purabhadra. Most, I think worst can be Mula, Purabhadra. I think the worst is Mula followed by Purabhadra. Bharani Kritika is also okay. Aridra can be bad. So any bhava madhya following in this is very delicate. It's not immediately bad. If you have one more malefic sitting into it, can be. Let's say you have a seventh house following in any of these things, especially seventh in Mula, seventh in Purabhadra. This can be very difficult, especially have one more malefic sitting on it or aspecting it. So usually these are called Ugra Tekshana Nakshatras. So it is very important if a bhava madhya has these as nakshatras. It is very important a malefic aspect or benefic sits there on this nakshatra or its nakshatra trine to reduce the malefic effect. Or if just the opposite of it, if you have a malefic sitting down there, it can be very difficult. So a bhava ruled by Ugra nakshatra, if it has a malefic, the bhava is severely afflicted. A malefic bhava having a malefic nakshatra with is the worst affliction. So like example, let's say in certain houses, let's say Simha Lagna with have seventh house is Saturn. Seventh lord is Saturn. Imagine the seventh nakshatra lord Satabhisha. So what I say, the seventh lord and the seventh nakshatra are both ruled by malefic planets. So you just need one more affliction to spoil the seventh bhava. Let's say Mars is sitting in the seventh house in Satabhisha nakshatra. So what I say, that is enough. In fact, most of the nakshatras are bad, except Dhanishta for wealth, that is good. Purabhadra or a malefic, it can be very bad. So you can some bhavas outwardly might look nice, but you cannot understand the bhava completely without understanding the nakshatra in that particular bhava. So, okay. Even a bhava like, let's say, Mithuna. Mithuna is the seventh house. But Mithuna with Mirgasirisha or Punarvasa as the seventh bhava madhya will not do bad. But if the seventh bhava madhya falls in Aridra, what to say, that bhava you can understand, at least for the background, it is very delicate. You just need Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars just to sit there to spoil it, or in one of its trine. Let's say if it sits in Satabhisha or Swati, it need not sit directly in Aridra. If it just sits in one of its trine, the seventh house is influenced by that planet. The one most important role, you understand, a bhava is your madhya need not have a planet directly sitting on it. If it's any of its nakshatras, trinal nakshatras, if a planet sits, it will be influenced. Okay. So example, if Jupiter is an Ashwini, Magha and Mula will get the good effects of Jupiter. The same thing opposite, like if you have Mars, 8th Lord, sitting in Ashwini, Maha and Mula will get the negative effects of Jupiter. Okay. Any doubts so far before I'll go and exam? I know it will be a little difficult for you the first time you're reading, unless you all know KP. Any doubts you can ask me.
Sir,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll need to understand more of this because it's a little going above the head.
Yes,
but I wanted to ask you one thing.
Yeah, yes.
That KP uses Placidius house system for Bhav Madhya. So we use the same
equal system. Equal system is better. See, it is your research. You want to use Placidius, but I prefer equal house system is more better.
Okay.
Sripati, this equal house system. It's a good question. I myself wanted to tell you. What is I think equal house Sripati's equal house system is more better. But it depends. It's your research. But I worked out with this because the problem is in Placidius, what is the problem? You will have a bhava getting skipped.
Yeah.
You have seen in cases a bhava will get skipped. One particular sign will not be ruled. He will not own any signs at all. But in Sripati, you will not have this problem.
Right.
Okay, so see one thing, do you understand this much so much? So you are introduced to KP. So you know one thing, just all the Bhava Madhya has a particular nakshatra. So you don't judge just the Bhava Lord alone. You understand the Bhava more by its nakshatra Lord also. So much you can understand?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
understand. And apply. Okay, so let me go on example charts. What is a okay, somebody is asking question. Yes, you can ask me, sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
you just asked, you just told about that Shripati thing to use it
Yeah.
for the equal.
Yeah.
But is that different Ayansha or the
No, it's the same
Shri?
Ainamsa. It's the same Namsa. See, plus it is what happens is it takes at 0 to the end of a sign is the length of a house. But
So
Sripadi, it
is
takes the
that the
Ainamsa is the same. You go to the Bhava selection.
Chandrahari
If
Ayamsa take 0 degree to, or because it start with Muladhara? So
no,
is that
you
good one
can
to?
no. See, it has nothing to do with Ainamsa. You select whatever Ainamsa. I choose Lahiri Ainamsa. In the Bhava selection, if it is you are choosing Jehor or any other software, you can go and choose what kind of Bhava system you want. Whether you want Placidius or if you want Sripati. It has nothing to do with Ainamsa.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the ascendant degree, we have to count Bhava by the ascendant degrees divided.
Yes. See, simple. If you in Sripati, it's very simple. Let's say if your Lagna falls in 15 degrees, you know manually 15 degrees of each Bhava, what should be the nakshatra? No, that's all. You can calculate
Right.
it manually. You can just see 15 degrees of each one. What will be the nakshatra in that particular bhava? You can calculate it with without a software. But in the software, it is already there. I will show you how I see it in the software also. Yeah. Yes, Namrita, tell me.
But
Huh?
that degree goes by the Rashi, right? Then what Rashi fall in the Bhava?
What Rasi falls? Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Namrita, tell me.
Yes, sir. Good evening. And
Yeah, good evening.
I just want to ask that, basically I'm a Vedic astrologer.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask one thing. In a horoscope, like 3 to 4 graha are placed. Like sometimes Guru, Surya, Shani, and Chandra.
Yeah.
2 are in the same nakshatra, 2 are in a different nakshatras.
Yeah.
So, like, how much they will be giving a effects in a houses? Like, suppose they all are placed in a 8th house.
Okay.
To sun
The pada will differ. The effect there, I will tell you how to use pada. That's a good question. And too many planets are there in a nakshatra. The nakshatra pada will make a difference and what kind of result they will give.
Okay. And second question is that sometimes, in a kundali, placed are planet is placed in a good place. Like, Jupiter in a Leo. So that is a good sign.
Keep the question related to the thing. I will get digressed. Something related to nakshatra, you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm coming on the same point. But sometimes when I see that Jupiter is placed in a good house, in a good Rasi, but in a malefic nakshatra.
Okay.
Enemy nakshatra.
Wait, malefic nakshatra, what do you mean by malefic nakshatra?
It's like Jupiter in that nakshatra which doesn't give a good results.
No, like are you meaning the like Mas nakshatra, Saturn nakshatra? You meaning, or you meaning like Mula, Trivadra, Purabhadra? Which you mean by malefic?
There are Jupiter, but in Ashlesha. Cancer, Jupiter, but in Ashlesha.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So, malefic can mean two things. Malefic can mean the natural, innate malefic nature of a planet without its graha is one thing. Because when you take the lordship, many people think Saturn nakshatra is bad. No, Saturn nakshatra is the best nakshatras of all. What is it? So there is a small misunderstanding. People think a planets own nakshatras. No, planets do not own nakshatras. The Devata only owns nakshatra. But when analyzing a horoscope, as far as Vimshottri and certain analysis, only that time we take planetary. We must know when to take planets, when to take Graha Devata. There's a big difference. There is a line when not to mix both. So you should never jump into say Shukra nakshatras are all good and Saturn nakshatras are all bad. No, it can never be that way. It will change. What I say, you have that's very, very important. That's why you need to know completely about the nakshatras. Okay, so then we will have Saturn nakshatras can be bad if Saturn has a bad lordship, of Saturn is in 6, 8, 12, or Saturn is what I say with malefics. Only then Saturn nakshatra, but even then it can mean different. Let's say Lagna is Pushya nakshatra. Pushya is a very good nakshatra. What I say, to understand it in the Vimshottri way, yes, Saturn is very, very necessary. But still, even if Saturn is afflicted, Pushya will be good. Like I'll give you an example. If seventh, there are two malefics in the 8th house. Libra Lagna, two malefics in the 8th house. If they are in Kirtiga, let's say Mars and Rahu are in the 8th house. If Mars and Rahu in Kirtiga, it will work differently. It will work 70% lesser evil, or it will not harm much if it is in Rohini Nakshatra. See, that is the importance of the Nakshatra Lord. You can't say the same thing, Mars and Rahu or Mars and Ketu in the 8th will be same. You have to know which Nakshatra they are side. I'll come to that. That's not part of today's class. What I say today is more of what I say Bhava Nakshatras. Each Bhava has a Nakshatra that can change the whole aspect of your predictions. It is what I say, it's too very general to predict with. It's a beginner's to understand only Bhava lots. There is something called Nakshatra lots. Meena 2's basic, where he used to predict everything, is based on this. Sheshadri Iyer. I'm taking his method and I'm teaching you. Okay, I'll give you an example.
So
of this. Yeah, tell me.
So
sir.
the planet, when on the transit, when the planet enter in the any bhava, they enjoy the first bhava nakshatra, and then once they come close to the ascendant degree, then they start to give results to that particular ascendant.
Both. You have to understand the Rasi Lord is the cross aspect or the broad aspect, and the Nakshatra Lord is more specific or more focused. You need to blend how to use Rasi Lord, when to use Nakshatra Lord. The difference you should know, it will both blend together. Like I will tell you, the Nakshatras are lunar based. The Nakshatras are lunar based, Shakti based. The Rasi are Surya based or Shiva based. So it is like Surya and Chandra blend together to give a Rasi. You should know when to use the Surya aspect, when to use a Chandra aspect. You know the Nakshatras are the wives of Moon. So what I say, the just basic and Rasi is nothing but it is solar based. What I say, you just take the solar. It is more from the earth. But over the sky in the heaven, you will have to use the nakshatra base on top. It will be different. So that's very, very important. How you have to blend both. If you just use blindly only Rasi Lord, you will miss it. Like here, I'll give you an example. We'll start with some simple horoscope. See, the 7th Lord of this lady, what I say, is ruled by Kirtika. See, each nakshatra, you must all, when I say this, you must know what are the, for the 12 signs, what will be the 7th nakshatra, which can be bad. So, okay, so you see what is 8 months, she's become a widow. See, the 7th nakshatra Lord, Sun is Nicha in the 12th house. In fact, the 7th Lord by itself is not very seriously afflicted. Venus is in Lagna, yes, with the 8th Lord, but it's more 8th Lord of the Lagna, not of the 7th house. So the 7th nakshatra Lord is weak. The 7th Lord by itself, it is not weak. So you can are you able to understand the concept? So much you can understand. The 7th nakshatra Lord is Sun. Kirtiga, it starts in Kirtiga. Kirtiga by itself, we must know what is the Kirtiga. Kirtiga which burns, which cuts, which breaks. What I say, if you imagine anybody having Kirtiga or Aridra as Aslesha, Purabhadra, or Mula as a 7th Lord by itself is difficult. It can be very, very difficult. And imagine if
But what about if it's 7 Lord is in those nakshatra, then they still bad or
double? No, it is double effect. It is double effect. It is. If let's say Shukra is in the 7th, let's say in this particular chart, 7th Lord is in the 7th in Kirtiga. The only thing here, your Sun is gone to the 12th. 7th Lord is in the Bhava Madhya. It is very strong. It is strong and afflicted at the same time. So you let's say if somebody has Venus, 7th lord is Kritika, nakshatra lord is Kritika, and Venus is sitting down there, I will say he will get a wife who's good looking, but who's very short tempered, assertive, and very argumentative, very difficult to handle. But the marriage will not break because Venus will be in his own house. Okay.
Yeah. If somebody have a Capricorn ascendant and the seventh bhava is in Pushya nakshatra and the
Pushya is
seventh lord
very
is in Mula
auspicious.
nakshatra.
Pushya is
Yeah,
very, very
seven
good.
lord, but right, but the seventh lord is in Mula nakshatra on the 12th bhava. So is that still bad or?
Yeah, it is bad, definitely. That Rasi wise, it's bad. So you understand, Rasi wise, it's bad. Now, Pushya nakshatra? Who's the Pushya nakshatra? Saturn. Who's the Lagna lord? If let's say it is exalted, if it is exalted, let's say Saturn is exalted or placed in the 5th house, placed well, or placed in the 9th house. Just 7th lord in 12th house alone is not enough. Look at where is the nakshatra lord also, where he is placed. Only if both are afflicted, the marriage is fully afflicted. So you judge the Rasi lord and the nakshatra lord together. Only when they are both afflicted, you will have to say the marriage life is bad. Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. See this person. He has no kids. Okay. The 5th lord is Nicha. Okay. 5th has Rahu. But most important, the 5th cusp or the nakshatra lord is the Nishta. And who's the lord? Mars. Where it is in the 10th, Nicha and combust. So you have the 5th, 3 affliction. The 5th lord, see, it's in Kendra. You can say it's Nisha Banga. So what is say? Why he doesn't have a kid? Because the exact spot who rules that is Mars, and Mars is Nicha and combust. How will he get a kid? Tell me. Okay. Do you all understand so much so far? You can understand what I'm trying to tell you? Any doubts so far?
No doubts. Yeah, we understand.
Okay.
We are understanding.
So very, very clear. It is not the sign lord alone. The sign lord is too general. Sometimes why your predictions get confused. This planet is in 6, 8, 12. How is the married life? Nice. Or if this Rasi lord is in exalted in the 5th and 9th, well placed, but the Raja Yoga is not working, is because you are not employing the nakshatra lords. Only if you apply the nakshatra lord will you understand the Baba properly. Okay. Say this particular person. This is an unmarried person. Okay. Rasi light, we know 7th lord is in the 12th house. 7th house Ketu. There is one thing more. The 7th house is ruled by Mula. And Ketu is in the 7th house itself. And is it Ketu is in the 7th in Mula nakshatra. So you see, it's very important you understand the nakshatra, not just the nakshatra lord. You must see who rules the 7th. It's not Ketu, it is Mula. Okay, so it is the 7th lord in the 12th house is alone. I've got many horoscopes. If 7th lord in the 12th house, they have got married. It's not a problem. They'll go overseas and stay. Or both of them are separated because professional wise, he has to go and travel frequently. So the physical proximity between them will be less. But here he is not married itself. What is the extra affliction? Because it is not Jupiter alone. It's not the 30 degrees of Jupiter which rules the 7th house. The Mula part is what it rules. And he has Ketu sitting on there, which has made it worst. So only if you understand like this, you will understand the horoscope better. Okay. So far understood?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, now look at this particular chart. This person died in Jupiter. When you look at this horoscope, you don't employ nakshatras alone. Can you say this person died? Can you tell me without touching nakshatra why this person died in Jupiter Dasha? Jupiter Antardasha.
Vishakha nakshatra.
No, I'm just saying don't use Jupiter alone. Just tell me if you don't employ a nakshatra system, why he died in Jupiter Dasha? So it's so very important. You will have to use why, because see this is in KP. You can take this thing. So who's the 7th nakshatra lord? The 7th nakshatra lord is Sun. And where is sun sitting now? In the 8th house. In what nakshatra sun is sitting? Sun is sitting in Jupiter's house. Jupiter is giving the effect of sun sitting in its nakshatra, and Jupiter by itself is also in sun's nakshatra. You can see how clearly you can say this person will pass away. It is the marga, not the marga of the Lord, not Mercury. Okay, it's not Mercury, it's the 7th Lord. It is the 7th nakshatra Lord, his sun, Nietzsche, and sitting in Jupiter nakshatra, and Jupiter by itself is back sitting in the nakshatra. If you do not use this principle, you will never know this person will die. Jupiter in the 10th house, in his own house, you will say, no, he will do very well. Okay. Understand this concept? You're able to understand now? It's very, very important. Yes, it was very important for me when I saw this horoscope also. Because many astrologers, they showed, no, he will become better. He wasn't hospitalized. No, he just picked up Jupiter. He's going to get better. But I just saw, no, he's sitting in Surya's nakshatra. Surya is the 7th nakshatra lord, a marga lord. He's sitting in the 8th house, and both have nakshatra parivartanas. Where is the question of him dying? He's destined, he will pass away in Jupiter. Okay, this is Rajiv Gandhi's horoscope. Okay, let's see some instead of my own personal chart. See, okay, is 159 lords. See, 159 lords are ruled by Shukra. It's not just Simha Lagna. Not Surya is not the Simha Lagna. Is 159 are all ruled by Shukra. So it is Purvashada, Purvapalguni, and Bharani are the 159 lords. You know the background he is born in, and Shukra is in Lagna. And Shukra is sitting in his own nakshatra. You know, the looks he had. I have a separate section with 3 examples how judging Lagna nakshatra alone looks. So I have Rajiv Gandhi. You know, everybody knows how Rajiv Gandhi looks. His Lagna nakshatra is Shukra. Not only Lagna nakshatra Shukra, he has Shukra sitting in it with Moon also sitting in it. Moon and Venus. So you know how he's known for his charisma. It's because Lagna nakshatra can mean very much. It's not the Lagna which gives you the looks. The Lagna nakshatra will give you the looks. Okay, usually the second bhava will have a strong influence on the looks. But here, when it comes to nakshatra, the lagna is very important. See, 7th nakshatra, he is born a foreigner. What is the reason for him to be born a foreigner? 7th lord in the 11th house. But the 7th nakshatra lord, see the 7th nakshatra lord is Satabisha, Rahu. Okay, yes, the 7th lord Saturn is also in Aridra Rahu. Yes, in the 12th house. So you see, he's just not a foreigner. What is a different caste? What is it? Because the nakshatra lords are in the 12th house. Okay, if you understand this way, a horoscope will come easy. The seventh.
As for the this North Indian style, Saturn is reflecting in 11th.
Yeah, it's in the 11th only. Both it's 11th only. Saturn is sitting in Aridra, I said.
Okay, sorry, sir, sorry.
Sitting in Aridra, that nakshatra lord is sitting in the 12th house.
Okay, sir.
See, his 10th nakshatra lord, is Moon. Okay, Moon is the 12th lord. He was a pilot, initially a pilot. See, his marriage, his looks, his background, why he married a foreigner, and his profession is all clear when you understand the nakshatra lords. So when you look at the horoscope, you just don't take the Rasi lords alone. Also understand this aspect. This will reveal a lot. Just look at it. The first 5, 9 are same planets. 2, 6, 10 are 7 planets. 3, 7, 11. Always this 4, 8, 12 can be very, very. Whoever owns the 4, 8, 12 can be the most dangerous planet. Any planet in that particular nakshatra or the Dasha of that particular planet can be very difficult. Okay, let's see something else more. Okay, this is Steve Jobs' horoscope. Okay. Okay, see who's the 159 lord? Sun is the 159 lord. Where is Sun is the Lagna lord? Sun is just, see, such a beauty of this horoscope. It's not Sun is the Lagna lord. That Lagna nakshatra lord is also Sun. So then you go to the who's the 2, 6, 10. The Artha Trigona is Mars. Mars is already the Yoga Karaka of this horoscope. Mars in his own house is sitting down. Is the 2, 6, 11 lord. Then we'll see who's the 3, 7 and Kama Trigona lord is Jupiter. Where is Jupiter? Jupiter's so 159, 2, 6, 7, 3, 7, 11. All planets are placed well. The 10th, or simply that if you want to know a little bit, I'm giving offbeat. 10th nakshatra lord is Mirgasirisha. If you know what is the meaning of Mirgasirisha, Mirgasirisha is always researching, always reinventing, or always searching for perfection. That's the meaning. His 10th nakshatra lord is Mars, and Mars is in the 10th house. So if you understand, when all these lords, this 15926 lords are ruled by good planets, and if they're well placed, that horoscope is a Raja Yoga. A very simple way of understanding Raja Yoga. Okay, any doubts on this horoscope?
So no doubt, but just to clarify one point, if you have sun sitting in the 7th house, it can spell good for the career but bad for the personal life.
See, that's what I'm saying. Just don't take the Bhava alone. You must also take where is the nakshatra lord. Sun is sitting in what nakshatra? Sun is it's not just Rahu. You must not say Rahu. Satabhisha, then Rahu. Because if you say Rahu, you will start understanding Sun with Rahu. Sun understand Sun with Satabhisha. What is the nature of Satabhisha? You must know all about Satabhisha nakshatra. Only then.
Basically, the physicians, 100 physicians.
Not just physicians. Lot to do there. One part of it is physicians.
Okay.
What is it? They are the most technically most the technologically what is it? A technical nakshatra means it is only Satabhisha.
Okay.
In fact, what I say, it is the energy of Wi-Fi everywhere, the whole world. You know, the symbol of Satabhisha nakshatra is a circle, an armlet or a circle or something. It connects the whole world together technologically. The world we are connected through internet. Is the force of the electricity part is in Aridra, the connecting part, energy part, the Wi-Fi, you say, bring everything together. That is the aspect of Satabhisha.
So basically, his relationship with the world was through technology.
Yes, Lagna Lord in the 7th. Yes, you understand now.
And Sun gave it the discipline and the fame.
Yes, very much. And in fact, you must know about Varuna also. The Adidevata is Varuna. You know what is Varuna? Varuna is just not the sea god or water god. He is the most strictest among all the gods. He's a god of discipline regulation. After Bharani, ruled by Yama, and another very strict god is Varuna. You need to know a lot about Varuna to understand about Satabhisha. That's why I have kept. Yeah.
Sir, if Mercury is debilitated in Lagna, being 7th lord in its own nakshatra, sir, should we say positive or negative?
Oh, depends. I have to see the chart.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's also debilitated and its own nakshatra, no?
No, don't take it as own nakshatra at all. Never take it as own nakshatra. That's where you'll mislead. You'll think it's own nakshatra, it is good. No, not that way. Planets, take that from your mind. A planet does not own a nakshatra. See, it is only for this, but I'm using a Vimshottri level of analysis. So I'm using Revati, Aslesha, and Jeshta. I'm using the predictive styles. But if I use some other system, the lordship changes. So if you take it's not at all own nakshatra. In fact, I will tell you the next session of this own class we are doing. I will tell you something very interesting. Which planets own which nakshatras? I will tell you. Yes, planets own, but not the nakshatras which you think so. There is something, yes, planets really own nakshatras. I will tell you that. Okay, Amitabh Bachchan says, only one thing I want to know. The 2, 6, 10, see all the planets in the 8th house. There are many yogas for this, but only one thing I want to tell. The 2nd, 6th, and 10th Lord is Jupiter. 2nd and 11th Lord is already Jupiter. And Jupiter is in the 6th house, exalted with 42. It's one reason why he's very successful, apart from many other things. Just the 2, 6, and 10th Bhava Matya Nakshatra Lord is Jupiter, and he's exalted with 42 SAV, and he's in Punarvasu Nakshatra. So you want to call Jupiter in his own Nakshatra? Punarvasu means, so why if you say own nakshatra, I didn't want you to use it. First understand Punarvasu, then say own nakshatra. Punarvasu means once again wealthy, once again Punarvasu, once again wealthy, once again successful. What I say, you like the phoenix bird, you bounce back to success. You bounce back to success. There is a fall. So when there is a slack and it bounces back again. So you can always see a planet in Punarvasu goes through these cycles. Because you will have to find out what is the weakness. You will have to come away from the weakness, you will bounce back to success again. Okay, I think this has happened in Amitabh Bachchan horoscope many times. How he bounced back again.
So,
yeah, yes.
So, if I may say something, these examples are very good to understand, and we can relate with them very well. But and we also do have certain basic knowledge of the nakshatras. At least I do. However, the thing is, there is a certain greater wisdom that you bring to the table. Would it be a better idea if you want to discuss the nakshatras first to clear our base so that we are able
that's what
to
I'm saying. My
understand
first,
this better?
my course first 5 classes is going to be only nakshatras without predictions.
Okay.
The last 2 classes only I'm going to use the predictor, because you need to know the background about the nakshatras, because half of the predictions will go in that. The predictive style will be only the last 2 classes. At least definitely first 4 classes I'm using for 27. So 4 or 5 nakshatras per day. 3 to 4 hours I will take. So let's see how many nakshatras I will finish. Then 2 separate classes only for nakshatras.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, this is Keanu Reeves horoscope. Look at this horoscope. Okay, chart looks, the Rasi aspect itself looks very, very good. But there's something else more. See, who's that nakshatra? 1-5 nakshatra. Who's in 1-5 nakshatra lords? 1-5 nakshatra is Shukra. But Shukra is in the 12th house. So how come 1-5 nakshatra Shukra is in the 12th house? Where is Shukra? What nakshatra is Shukra? Shukra is sitting in Pushya. You know what is Pushya specialty for? There's one more thing I think I have to tell you, that particular aspect. Only then you will appreciate this. Pushya is no, that is there. There's something very special about Pushya. There's something very, very special about Pushya, because, okay, who's the nakshatra lord of Pushya?
Saturn.
Jupiter is the Devata. It is the Graha lord is Saturn. So the Pushya lord Jupiter is in the 10th house. Okay, let it be Saturn also. Where's the Graha lord? Is in the 7th house in Digbala. Okay, because this I have not told you all. The next class I'll be teaching about the lords of nakshatras. I'll be telling about that here, so I have not told you. So I keep it with Saturn itself. Okay, Saturn, the nakshatra lord is in the 7th house. Okay, then look at this. What I say is 2, 6, and 10 lords are moon. Moon is in the 11th house with Mars and Rahu. And in what nakshatra is moon? Moon is in Punarvasu nakshatra. The nakshatra lord Jupiter is in the 10th house. Who's the 3, 7, 11 nakshatra lords? This is Jupiter. Jupiter is 5th lord sitting in the 10th house. And in what nakshatra is sitting? It is sitting in Lagna nakshatra lord. So he has 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 11, all doing very well. Okay. So you see the horoscope either from the Rasi lords and the nakshatra he does well, or you look at from the Sukshma Bhava, you see his horoscope as well. Some horoscope you will predict very easily, it will fit in and come for you. But some horoscope will look nice, but it will not do good, because here it would have floundered. Completely it would have failed. That's why some horoscope you can predict very correctly, and some horoscope it miserably fails. It does not tally with what the horoscope charts. The horoscope will look nice, but it will not do good, because the Bhava nakshatra would have been all of bad planets. So it's very, very important. If you understand this aspect, what I say, you will understand the nakshatra aspect correctly.
So you were going to explain what Pushya means.
The next session, after we finish it, I will tell you what is the next. There's something very special about Pushya. What is it? None of the nakshatras have a specialty. Pushya has a specialty.
Okay. Sir, 11th house is ruling by Rahu, Moon, and Mangal. Okay. As I can see, it's like Mars is in a Jupiter.
Yeah.
And same Chandra is also in a Jupiter, Moon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And Rahu is
in Mrigashira.
Mars nakshatra, Vrikshira.
Yeah.
Okay. So how, this is 11th house is for income.
Yes.
So what kind of that person will be having an income in his life? Sources?
Simple. Any planet in the 5, 11 houses, the income will come only through entertainment. 5th house is creativity. 11th house is social activities. So you have predominant planets in 5, 11 houses. It definitely that person will be in the creative field only. It's not necessary movies, any creative field, depending on the planet. Why he's in the movie field? Look at the horoscope. Why is he in the movie field and not any other field? See his Lagna Nakshatra.
Yes.
Lagna Nakshatra Lord is Shukra.
Right.
And where is the Shukra sitting? Shukra sitting in Jupiter's Nakshatra, which is again sitting in Shukra's house. So it's very, very clearly, if you see like this way, you will understand the profession more better than anything else. Okay, or you will say Jupiter in the 10th house, he can be a teacher, he can be an advocate, he can be a banker, so many things. Okay, 10th Lord is in Shukra in the 12th house, it's afflicted, you can say. Maybe he'll work in a foreign place, you can go on to say that way. See, it's very, very important. The key is for any life, the 159 will be the biggest hint. The trinal house is owned by which nakshatra, and the supportive, that which nourishes the 159 Lord is the Artha Lord, the 2, 6, 10 Lords is very, very important. They need to connect together. In a horoscope, if both are connected, it'll be very. So that's one part of another yoga. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Bhava Nakshatra Adhipati Yogas. That is a Bhava Lord, Bhava Lord's Nakshatra Lord, and a Bhava Nakshatra Lord. The three things. If two of them conjunct, it's a yoga. As a Bhava effects will fructify. If all of them are conjoined, it's a very powerful yoga. So, you know, okay. So, example, Leo Lagna with 10th Lord being Venus, 10th Nakshatra Lord being Mars. A conjunction of Venus and Mars is in a Sthula Sukshma, considered yoga. Example 2, Sagittarius Lagna, 10th Sukshma Nakshatra Lord is Mars, 9th Sthula Nakshatra Lord is Sun. If both Sun and Mars combine together, it gives both Sukshma and Sthula Yoga. If a planet is in Mars or Sun's Nakshatra, they are conjoined together. So any planet sitting in this immediately will bestow big Raja Yoga. So this yoga will give much better yoga than your normal 5-9 Lords being together. Okay, I'll explain. Look at Sean Connery, you know, is James Bond. What I say, look at his horoscope. 10th Lord Mercury and 10th Bhava Nakshatra Lord both conjoined in the 10th house. Okay. See, the 10th Nakshatra Lord is Moon. So the Hasta is his 10th house. And my 10th Lord is Mercury. So the Bhava Lord and the Bhava Nakshatra Lord are both conjoined together. This by itself is a very big yoga. See, if you want to see the other aspect of his horoscope, Ketu rules the 159 houses. And where is Ketu placed in his horoscope? Ketu is in the 11th house. Okay. It is in Chitra Nakshatra. Okay, this is one example. I'll tell you more examples of to add this. Okay, this is okay. I'll bring into Lagna Nakshatra tells about the character, temperament, looks, and instinct. The Lagna rising with Venus or Moon as Nakshatra, or Venus, Moon is in the Lagna Nakshatra, or its trinal Nakshatra, it will give very good looks. I just put these pictures because I've just chosen these three charts only. So Saturn, Ketu or Nicha planets will not, it'll affect the looks of the person. I've seen in practice when I was trying to collect of most of these charts, most of the actresses I saw either a Rohini or a lot of Aslesha domination is very common. Usually everybody knows what the meaning of Rohini is. A blushing woman. So it is understood, but Aslesha also I've seen can give very good looks. But it's not just Aslesha rising. You need to have Aslesha rising with Moon or Venus sitting out there. Let's see an example. So okay, look at Elizabeth Taylor's horoscope. Okay, Elizabeth Taylor said very different. Her Lagna rising is Jyeshta. How come Jyeshta rising? It is very good. Look at the trinal nakshatra. You know who's sitting in the trinal nakshatra? Okay, Shukra. So 159 are ruled by Mercury. So you can see Venus, exalted Venus sitting in Revati, and you have Jupiter sitting in Ashlesha. So that, so you see Shukra, two exaltation planets are connecting to the Lagna. And where is Mercury sitting? The Nakshatra Lord. Mercury sitting in Rahu Nakshatra, Satabisha, which is with Shukra. Rahu is going to act like Shukra. Okay. You individually analyze his horoscope for looks. It is Mars sitting with Sun and Mercury. Where is the good looks connected to the horoscope? Tell me where you'll find out. Where is the good looks? Having Scorpio ascendant, where is the good looks? If you only find the nakshatra lot, only then if you connect that only, you will know. It's not the Navamsa. Navamsa has mass in the Lagna. It's a Sagittarius ascendant. Shukra is connecting to the Lagna. Jupiter is connecting the two exalted Venus, Rahu, Jupiter. This is the magic of this horoscope. See, you will understand this better than anything else because easy. So Aishwarya Rai. Look at Aishwarya Rai's horoscope. Okay. You know, her Lagna starts at Hasta.
Yes, sir.
Moon.
Mandir Maga?
Hello. Somebody must mute the thing. Okay. Lagna is Moon. Where is the nakshatra lord? So 1, 5, 9 lords, 3 lords are ruled by Moon. Where is Moon sitting? Moon is sitting in the 4th house in Jupiter sign with Venus. In what nakshatra? Moon is sitting in Purvashada, Shukara's nakshatra. You understand why she's good looking? Or if you don't, you simply understand Lagna Lord. Where is Lagna Lord? Lagna Lord Mercury is in the 3rd house. Okay, what nakshatra is in Jupiter nakshatra? Does this explain why she's beautiful? But take the Lagna nakshatra Lord. It is Hasta, Moon's nakshatra. You know, if you understand about Hasta, what I say, everything about Hasta is golden. He has a golden hair, he has a golden body, he has a golden, everything about him is gold. He has a golden chariot. The mythology I'll be teaching about Hasta, I'll explain to you. Hasta, everything about Hasta is gold. It relates to gold. So that's the aspect of even his, I think his hair and tuft and his cap also he's wearing is about gold. So that's the Lagna rising with the moon sitting with Shukra Rahu in Shukra's nakshatra. Okay, okay, I'll agree. Why you can understand the situation? You agree with me? Why she's good looking now? Okay, some may not like her looks. Yeah.
But Venus itself is in Ketu. And
does not matter. But where is Moon sitting now? Moon is with Venus.
Right.
Moon is with Venus. Let's see, Venus, Moon, Rahu itself is Shakti Yoga. You will see most of the horoscope. This particular combination of Venus, Moon, Rahu itself will make a person a celebrity. It's a particular combination will make them. In fact, Tom Cruise has this in the 10th house in Kataka. Venus, Moon, Rahu is the Libra Lagna with Venus, Moon, Rahu in the 10th. But somewhere the Lagna must connect to this. Moon is with Venus. And okay. Yeah. Let me see the last part of it. This session. This actress Sridevi's horoscope. I know this horoscope is true. Why? Because she married somebody very, very elder. She has Saturn in the 7th house. Okay. So Saturn in the 7th house, you all know is you have to marry somebody very, very elder. Okay. Why is she good looking? Now, you know what is a Lagna? A Lagna, Sun, Venus are all in Aslesha nakshatra. Okay. And where is Jupiter? Jupiter is in another Mercury nakshatra. So you have Jupiter, Sun, Venus, Ascendant, all in the same nakshatras. And okay, where is the Mercury? Where is Mercury? The Lord of 159 Lord. Where is Mercury sitting? Mercury sitting in the 2nd house in what nakshatra? Mercury is sitting in Purva Palguni nakshatra. The nakshatra lords of Sun, Venus, Jupiter and Ascendant is in the 2nd house sitting in Shukra's nakshatra. I'll explain to this because there is something very important you have to understand. I have not told you what is Jiva and Sarira. According to Jiva and Sarira, no, you never take the Sthana lords. You only take every planet's nakshatra only. Okay. Anybody has to say anything about this chart?
Sir, also Moon is in Sun's nakshatra and Sun is conjunct Venus in the 1st.
Yes, yes. And it's in Kritika. So you can say Lagna Lord exalted, that's why she's pretty. But what I say, more than that, the Lagna nakshatra matters. Aslesha will give you the snaky, it's a snake's nakshatra. The most seducing nakshatra of all the nakshatras is Aslesha. Then will be Purva Palguni. Purva Palguni is the most romantic of all nakshatras, the most blushing and the most glamorous, glorious of all nakshatras for a female to have will be Rohini. So I will say Rohini, Purva Palguni. Aslesha depends. Aslesha, if Venus, Moon is into it, it can have all these people who have these serpent eyes, no? Very seductive eyes. Aslesha is more, I will not say beautiful, it is seductive. Here she has Shukra involvement also, Jupiter involvement also is giving a total mix assorted of her looks as comes to her.
So that is only when it is connected to Lagna, no? Not
Yeah,
Moon
yeah.
nakshatra.
No, yeah, only Lagna Nakshatra. Yeah, Moon's Nakshatra will influence. See, each simply Moon, Venus in a good Nakshatra itself will give you certain aspects. It definitely will give you Moon and Venus in a good Nakshatra and a horoscope will definitely contribute to the looks in your horoscope, even if it's not connected to the Lagna. Right? If it is connected to the Lagna or the Lagna Nakshatra or the trinal Lagna Nakshatra, it will definitely, the effect will be very strong. Anybody having exalted Venus in the horoscope in a good nakshatra, somewhere the taste, the goodness of Shukra is always going to come to them.
Sir, you told that the facial beauty feature, no?
Yeah,
it is actually second house, not Lagna.
Yes, that is for good looks, second bhava. For bhava, it is second house. For nakshatra, it is Lagna. Because Lagna is the planet, as I told you starting itself. For looks, it is second house only. That's why this horoscope, the Lagna Nakshatra Lord is in the second house. How you express yourself to the world, the face that's let's say is the second house. But Lagna is your head. How you appear is your Lagna. Your gate, your constitution, in general, your body as whole is Lagna. But how you express and how others see you is the second house. When coming to Lagna Nakshatra, it's not the second which matters most, it is the Lagna. And when you're judging the Bhava by the second looks by the Bhava, it is second house. Okay. So any doubts on this? We'll swap up with this. We have got one more session to go. That will be a little more simpler and easier. If you've got any doubts, you can ask me.
Yes, sir. I have a doubt.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, like we are talking about the looks and everything. I just want to ask one thing. Which nakshatra bring her into acting profession?
Venus, Moon, Rahu.
Rahu and Venus.
Venus, Moon. See, it depends. It must connect to the 5th house or the 11th house. It must connect.
Okay.
So it depends. Even mostly, see the creative, all these creative planets are Venus, Venus, Moon, and Rahu. And if they connect to the 5th and 11th houses, to an extent, 3rd house, 3, 5, 11. These are movie related houses. So somewhere the nakshatra lords are, and it is Venus, Moon, Rahu, it'll come.
Okay. It's clear significant role. 3, 5, and 11.
Yeah, 3, 5, 11.
Okay.
And mostly I've seen actors will be Libra Lagna or Katak Lagna.
So many times, like we have seen so many actors, they do 2 and 3 movies, they become superstar, and after that they are completely disappear. So definitely we will talk about all this thing later.
One Dasha, maybe one nice small Dasha is nice for them. And that one planet alone was nice for them. The whole horoscope was not supportive. So one Dasha they shine and went away. Somebody who lasts like Amitabh Bachchan for the next 40, 50 years means the whole horoscope should be very nice. So in spite of whatever the Dasha, they will last. Some people will come for a movie. One Dasha, one planet will be very nicely placed. The Dasha, they will shine, then they will disappear. So the horoscope does not support, only the Dasha support.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anything? So you can. This is just a glimpse because I have not completed the nakshatra. So maybe you will understand this aspect more if I've given, because there at least one session on Jiva. How to even this lot is missing. I have not told you many things about it, because you can use the Navatara chakra into this. You can use the Jiva Sarira principle into this, the Pada principle into this Kaspil itself. So all this is missing. Without using all this, I'm trying to. I've just explained to you without these principles. So you have to add the Pada principle, Jiva and Sarira principle. After that, then you'll understand this particular nakshatra position in its entirety and completion. So it's just a glimpse on how important is nakshatra as adhipatya or lordship. Nakshatra as lordships. Okay.
Sir, can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Sir, sometimes, this does this tattva of nakshatra also matters?
Yes, definitely.
Because, sometimes the Rashi tattva is different, and
It's very, very important. They must blend together. It is definitely must blend together. The tattva is very, very important.
Because it's very confusing for me.
No, I will take that. In fact, the prediction which I do is mainly what is, I'll explain the nakshatra based on the Adidevata and the tattva only.
Thank you, sir.
The symbol of it, all that what I say, it's very, very important.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, do you have a criminal chart that we can see nakshatra?
Let me see if I have in the example charts. I have a lot of I'll be seeing Lee Harvey's chart. I have then the person who killed what I say Gandhi. I have his horoscope. In fact, the example chart I'll be using all that. In each chart, there's 2 negative charts. I'll always be using to explain to you the other side of it. Of the horoscope, you will see, what the nakshatra lords, how it will be for them. A chart which is very bad, their poverty, not doing well. The scheme. Rahu, Kedu will see only 4 planets are ruling a horoscope. I mean, in a nakshatra lords. Imagine if Rahu rules Lagna and one of the other bhavas ruled by Kedu, and then it's Mars and then it's Saturn. I'm just giving you a hint. When you have to see a lot of horoscope. You have Rahu, Kedu, Mars, Saturn, only are the nakshatraധിപതിs of the 12 bhavas. Unless these kind of horoscopes can be very difficult. So when you see the nakshatra, if the nakshatra lords are ruled by benefics, it's very good. But let's say, okay, if they are ruled by, if Rahu, Kedu by itself rules, it is very bad. A chart, Rahu alone can rule, a Kedu alone can, but Rahu, Kedu together, and Mars and Saturn, some combination that I've seen. In a snapshot, you want to know which horoscope, go to the nakshatra lords and find out who are the nakshatra lords alone, because only 4 planets are going to rule it. So that will be a very big clue. What will this person achieve in his life? But again, that person can be a big achiever if those lords are well placed. That's a different thing. But that is again a difficult task, unless if the planets are well associated, has good lordship and well placed, can be there. But imagine if Lagna is Rahu, 3-7 Kamar is Ketu, or 2nd is Mars, and 4-8-12 is Saturn. Okay. So any other doubts?
Any other doubts?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, yes.
Yes,
so this is the nakshatra course. We will be starting from 16th of September, and do join in. August 31st is the last date for the early birds. Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a wonderful session.
And what will be the timings, ma'am?
It's every Saturday, 11 o'clock, starting from 16th September. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, can we keep it 10:30, because 11 o'clock means 3 hours is 2 o'clock, or apna session will go more than 3 hours mostly.
We have already announced now, and many have registered now. Asking everybody to change the timing, I don't think so that is possible.
Okay. No, then it will go till 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So I don't know. Actually, Saturday, there is the Chogadia is not good at that time. At 10:30, 10. So
Raugala is there. 9 to 10:30 is there.
Okay.
That's why we kept it at 11. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.